Hi, welcome to my channel. It's the first of maybe maybe a few videos. This is my record room. My name is Michael. I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I am excited to kind of join the vinyl community through making a video here. So let's just kind of get started with Vinyl Tag. This is Vinyl Tag 2025. My first video, maybe not my only video. We will see. Anyway, so I've been collecting records for, I don't know, 20 plus years or so, and yeah, this is kind of where my time and attention has gone to in the last few years, and yeah, this is just where I'm at right now. So I bought a lot of records in 2024, and so the first prompt was to say, what is your best purchase of 2024? I went with a few. There's a few things that I've been looking for a long time and like found finally. So one of them would be Bad Brains, Eye Against Eye. Some of these are original presses, some of them are represses. That is a repress. Also, Wrong by No Means No. Was really looking for a copy of this for a very long time, and bought a repress because the originals are like costing, you know, over $100, and that's a lot. I found this, the Zombies self-titled. This was found at my local honey hole. I'm not telling where that is. I was also really excited for this, and a good way to show some people that I really enjoy. This is the Baby Tyler Band. They are from Madison, Wisconsin. I saw them play live last year, and this is a kind of a live style recording. I think that they did it all together, and it's awesome. It is just some great punk rock, and started off as a bedroom kind of project by Tyler, the main guy here, and this is sort of the band version of it. You can get it on Bandcamp. Highly recommend it. Probably one of the things I had always wanted to own and thought I would shell out money for would be this record, The Descendants, Miley Goes to College. This is not an original press. This is a repress, but it is because it is an SST, but it's one of an early 80s SST version and in really nice condition. And finally, another record that was kind of on like a list of a few records that I really wanted to own and never thought that I could because all the pressings were really expensive, and I'm really happy to own Hum, You'd Prefer an Astronaut, right there as well. And this is a favorite record of mine, a favorite band of mine. They are Mist, and but I'm really happy that Polyvinyl started to put out or have been selling all of their records. And yeah, this is on Green Wax. Really cool to have, and one that I've been wanting for a long time. Next prompt was best album of 1974. I don't own a lot of albums from 1974. I just kind of have a few, and favorite one that I have is this one, Joni Mitchell's Court and Spark. I know it's a little glary, but yeah, this to me was like a transition for Joni between kind of her folk leanings into her more jazz era as well. And it's a cool record. I do appreciate some good folk here and there. An album that defines a genre. I don't think it's fair to really define genres. There's so much that's out there. I thought about the Specials and kind of defining two-tone with their first record, which is a great record. But then, you know, you also look at Madness and you look at, say, The Selecter, bands like that. And I decided to go with kind of a jazz classic, like one that pretty much everyone needs to own. I went with Blue Train by John Coltrane. Does it define a genre? Maybe it defines hard bop. I mean, I don't know if I can really say that or not, but to me, it's a definition. Best band from my home country. I live in the United States. The best band is, there's a lot of really freaking good bands. Maybe my favorite band, They Might Be Giants with Flood. This is an original press of from 1990. They say it in the in the first song. I love They Might Be Giants. There's so much good music, and they're still going, and it's amazing. I love it. An artist that I dearly miss. I dearly miss Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. Well, I miss Sharon Jones. She put out some incredible music late in her life, and even with all that, even with all the records that we have from her, this is just I love this record the most, but all of her records are great, and I really do miss her voice and new music that she puts out. She was one of a kind, and I love the themes of fish references through her music, and I just think that she was just really special, and I do miss her. Never got a chance to see her, unfortunately. Favorite live album? I don't own a lot of live albums. I don't like them terribly much, but I went back to kind of my jazz collection to think about this. And I guess like one album that I really enjoy listening to that's a live jazz album is Poinciana Revisited by the Ahmad Jamal Trio. This is just a really enjoyable record. I don't get tired of this one. It's cheap heat. It's easy to get. It sounds really good. It's just it's a good live album. Do I want more live albums in my collection? I don't know. Album to listen to if you get dumped. If I get dumped, I've been dumped recently. I just recently got divorced. Is that dumping? Yeah, more or less. This record, American Football 2, some sad emo music, and it's just really, really great kind of catharsis, listening to this and kind of getting over your woes. And all the songs are great. There's only 9 of them. They're wonderful. Possibly the best American football record. They didn't release music between 1999 and 2015 or so. So I still love this one the best. Best sounding drums. Siamese Dream by the Smashing Pumpkins. Not only is Jimmy Chamberlin one of the best drummers ever. Wow, did I really just say that? I just said that. This album sounds great, and Butch Vig did a great job mixing the drums. Are there other great drum sounds out there? Absolutely. But Siamese Dream is fantastic. I mean, and to back up Butch Vig again, like the drums on Nevermind by Nirvana are also just huge and incredible sounding, and but it also helps when there's a really good drummer playing, like Jimmy Chamberlin, like Dave Grohl. There you go. Favorite artist that's in multiple bands? I'm gonna go with Ian MacKaye, from Minor Threat. One of the best bands ever. Cannot say it enough about how much I love Minor Threat and how great their whole catalog is. Can't forget the Teen Idols, the band that came before Minor Threat. Embrace, which I don't have the record of, but I have the Egg Hunt 7-inch, which is kind of his a one-off project between Ian MacKaye and Jeff Nelson from Minor Threat. This is one of the many Fugazi albums. This is Repeater, kind of the more recent pressing, blue vinyl. Fantastic record. And then some of his more recent projects, The Evens, which I don't have a copy of the record, but he made this record, Koriki, with Joe Lally from Fugazi and Amy Farina. Great record, and highly underrated. Doesn't maybe get enough love, at least from what I can tell. Beatles or Stones? Beatles, Stones. I mean, they're both good bands. The Beatles' influence can't be understated. But the debate that I'm more interested in has always been sort of U2 versus REM, which is one that I heard about somewhere. People talking about, what's the best band of those early 80s. I have to go with REM all day. Like, Out of Time, original press, by the way. Life's Rich Pageant, Fables of Reconstruction, Document. There are other REM records that are great, but like throughout their catalog, they put out a lot of really, really good stuff. If I had a bag of weed, what would I listen to? Jazz probably, and like just lean back and let the sounds wash over you. So I'm going to go with Jackie McLean's Destination Out. Just not a bizarre record, but a fun listen and really lots going on. An interesting lineup too, right? On this record you have Gershon Munkar III, Bobby Hutcherson, Larry Ridley, Roy Haynes. So vibes, trombone, alto saxophone, bass and drums, and it works. You never think that it would, but it does work. Album from the 80s. I have a lot of albums from the 80s. I just decided to go with Wall of Voodoo. This is another original press with a hype sticker. Mexican Radio is a great song, and then the rest of the album is probably even better than Mexican Radio. If you don't have a copy, cheap heat, not expensive, easy to, great listen. Let's see. Oh, favorite label. Great. My favorite label right now is La Vida es un Mus. I don't know where they're run out of. UK, I assume. But everything they put out is just awesome. So I got 3 records that I've been really excited about. This is The Chisel, Retaliation, their new record. What a Fucking Nightmare is also fantastic. And again, the LVEUM label. So there's that. Another example, Homefront, Games of Power is awesome. Kind of like a keyboard, synthy driven punk rock record. Like I don't know if you can say street punk or if you can say what it is, but it's awesome. If you haven't listened to this, listen to this. And then definitely an Oi band, Reeks, from France. This collection of 11 or so songs that they released on 7-inch is so good. So good. And again, LVUM record label. This is great. My favorite, L'Arme de Crocodile, is just a great listen and so much fun. A run of 3 great singles. I don't own a lot of singles, but I can think of that, like this record, Weezer's first records, the self-titled record, had 3 singles that were fantastic. I was drawn in by Undone the Sweater Song. I loved Buddy Holly, and then Say It Ain't So. Say It Ain't So that they can't release a record like this ever again. But this was great. Pinkerton was pretty good, but I would go with the Blue Album all day. A Record Store Day release that you still listen to. Toots and the Maytals. A great sounding record. I like the pressing. I don't know. It's like a blue and white, half and half. I don't know if other people have problems with half and half records. Sometimes I've had one where it'll kind of sound different as it turns, goes from one color to the next. This one doesn't make those noises at all and sounds great to me, and I didn't have that record. An artist with a political stance that soured you. I still buy the Smiths records, even though Morrissey is an asshole. So here's Meat is Murder. If I had to be reincarnated as an artist, that was pretty easy when I think about like my record collection, think about who's put out some great stuff. And Ron Carter, still with us, most recorded bass player of all time. He is just a treasure and a gift and magical. And the PBS documentary on Ron Carter was just unbelievable, and I would recommend. I mean, maybe one album of his I haven't enjoyed, but most of them. And then he's a session musician on so many other records. Just fantastic stuff. And he shows up on A Tribe Called Quest, and name probably any jazz artist. He's done a session with them. Any like big jazz artist, I would say. He is just I cannot say enough good things about Ron Carter. And then best three lines of a song. I mean, I'm gonna skip that for now. I don't really have an answer. I didn't need to listen to too many albums to really kind of focus on the lyrics. Yeah, but there's some really great lyricists out there. Neil Young, I'm thinking of right now. Yeah. On a desert highway, she rides a Harley Davidson. Her long blonde hair blowing with the wind. She's been running half her life. I love that song. And then Legend. I don't know. There's too much stuff out there. And then last, an album you never tire of. The Ramones, Leave Home. This one I can listen to all day. I could listen to Rocket to Russia. I could listen to Road to Ruin. If you're talking about 3 albums in a row, that's one. That's a set to listen to. And then last, that was the last record to look at, but the last is shout out 3 Channels. I'm new. I don't have anyone shout me out, but I am inspired by JC, and I'm inspired by Ryan Kidd, and I also really enjoy JT's Record Room. Those are 3 that I still follow and watch and am entertained by, and I like what they do, and I like kind of how they approach things. And I miss Tuco, the Vinyl Hunter. It's great. He had some great stuff, and obviously Noble Records is just a beast at this point, and I just love what Dylan does. So shout out to all those people, and shout out to Too Many Records, another great channel. And but these are ones that get lots of love already, perhaps. I don't really know, but anyway, thanks for being with me, and thanks for watching. See you later.